Hello guys, hope you're all doing okay. Um, yeah, so I've done a fair bit of work off stream, just because I've got a few things I'm trying to figure out, and also body sculpting reference is definitely against terms of service right now, so I'm not kind of putting that stuff on stream. I was streaming in the Discord. I think that's probably what I'll do whenever I'm doing work off stream. I'll probably just be in the Discord hanging out, but I'll put a link to Discord actually. Try to encourage it a bit. But yeah, so in terms of what we're doing today, sorry, in terms of what I've done, so I've done a fair bit of face and body sculpting. We've now got a little bit more anatomy in there. Sorry, I'm just looking for, there it is. If you're not already in the Discord, it's in the description and there's an actual link to it. But yeah, so we're going to be working on shoes today, but in terms of what I did off stream, body and face sculpting was the main thing. Also continued to work in Marvelous Designer. Now, obviously, none of this is final, and the sleeves are currently broken. I'm not entirely sure why they're folding in like this. I kind of like it, but it's not what the ref is going for at all. I think it's something to do with the stuffing. Basically, like the inside of the coat to have structure, I've got like a thick layer of wool below the cloth to kind of pad it out a bit, but I think it's sewn incorrectly here, so it's kind of freaking out. But yeah, so everything else is kind of in place, vaguely in the areas I want them to be. These are too baggy, but we've got a lot to do on the clothing. But for today, we'll be just doing the shoes. So that's pretty much entirely what I'll be doing, to be honest. So we'll get started on that. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you have any tips, also feel free to let me know, because yeah, clothing isn't, oh sorry, shoes isn't something I'm very experienced at. But for now, let's just throw. I'm gonna throw the ref in the background. I think it's Shift A. Is it Control Shift A? There you go. And we'll just do that. So yeah, we're just going to start off by throwing in a. Oh yeah, it's a side view that's matched too. Now obviously the collar and stuff is in the wrong place, but let's just get everything else lined up first. Subtool, hide the hair for a moment, helps me line it all up. There we go. So, we're going to throw in a, let's like go B-I-W, oh, B-I-T. Yeah, there we go. Throw that on there. Nope. Insert sphere. Oh, it's moved. God damn it. Okay. So throw that in there. And then we're just going to match the size of this from the side view. We could use shadow box or something like that, but honestly I think I'd rather just throw something in. So let's go subtool. We're going to have to split masked, I think. Split. Masked. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh, it's the body that was masked. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's just rename that to shoe. Rename shoe. And we'll rename this to body. Rename body. Cool. So let's just quickly pull that to vaguely match the shapes we need. For God's sake. Every time I change the brush, it kind of moves everything around again. There we go. But yeah, so we're just going to match the general proportions of this thing. $50. Okay. Let's go geometry. Dynamesh this boy. from the side view, it's obviously going to look horrifically bad, but we're not too worried about side view yet. Let's pull that to be the tongue as well. Okay. So that'll do for now. And then let's just go subtool, duplicate. In fact, we don't even need to do that. We can just delete this. But yeah, no, let's keep it separate actually. Duplicate. We'll use that to line up the base of the shoe. Cool. Geometry, modify topology, delete hidden, close holes. Okay. We'll match this up to something like that. Cool. So let's see how bad this looks now. Cool. And front view we'll do by eye, because we've got the proportions now. I am going to duplicate this. I'll move it over first, actually. Like that. Okay, so let's just go duplicate this. We can use that as size. In fact, no, we don't need to do that. So yeah, now I guess we can just start getting everything on top. So Control-Shift-A. Let's just start. It's so funny looking. Okay, so maybe perspective. I've got perspective. Cool. Sure. So we just need to make this first off match the top view. In fact, do I have a top view ref? I don't really have one. Let me Doc Martin Tread. Images. Just need to find one that's like really nice and straight on. Like that. Okay, we'll put this back behind again. Okay, and we need to mirror this image. I think there's a way to flip. If not, we can just geometry, mirror, and world. There we go. We'll work on it from there. So, rename shoe. Let's go to base. Cool. So see-through. Control-Shift-A. Less see-through than that. So we just need to match this up so that the front and back of it are about the same length. Like that. Cool. I'll have to rotate the shooter match, I think. But let's just match the silhouette of this first. Okay. So geometry, mirror weld. Cool. So let's just there we go. Is it Shift plus Alt, mouse drag? Oh, cool. Oh, that's sick, actually. Thank you. It's actually directional too. That's amazing, actually. Right, so now the fun bit begins, where we actually just start sculpting it. So, so it's the outside edge of it that is sculpted to match. So, we're gonna do trim curve. I really wish it would, oh wait, okay. There we go. Okay. And we'll need to do the same for the bottom to make it all flat. Let's turn on perspective. BTD. Okay. I'll need to get this curve in there as well. But does the ref have the curve? Not really, okay. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. Okay. BH polish. No, hello. Okay. So we just need to go around with H polish, get a nice clean line. Okay, flatten out the back of this guy. Wait, what? Okay. So let's leave that as is for a moment. We do need to rotate this, so let's match it up to the foot. And we'll need to scale it out a little bit as well. Although we've probably lost a little bit of mass overall, so we can probably scale globally for now. Just to allow the foot to fit in there. Okay. Although that should definitely fit more like that. Might be a bit big now actually. We just need to make it wider. Okay. So let's get the other subtool in there. Geometry, mirror and weld. Then don't want to do that. Select rectangle. Let's go geometry delete hidden. We'll do so many of one actually as well. Okay, then we do the same treatment with this one. Ryan, stop helping. Yeah, let me suffer, goddammit. What are you, my friend or something? Gonna switch to Alpha 6, which is the superior of the brushes. That's good. Dynamesh, set this to a resolution of 8. Okay, good enough. Probably would have been easier to like create this with cylinders, to be honest. Beautiful. Okay, so we got a few shapes that we need to define. I think she's looking very fashionable. I think it's important to help struggling artists break into the industry. I mean, it is. But, like, you know, I'm already in the art industry, ooh-woo. I'll try my best to kind of build all this up, and then I'll reshape to the ref. Let's just get like general forms in. Yep. Okay, so we need to grab the entire shoe and move it out for that area to work. Let's go transparent mode as well. Okay, so this bit can be way flatter. We're not going to worry about that yet. Let's just get it all kind of fitted. The proper industry. Leave digital domain alone. Okay. The one that uses Blender, fuck's sake. Okay, let's have a quick look at what these are doing. Now, obviously we're not ready to start adding this sort of stuff, but it's more just a case of like looking at the shapes. How do they combine? It's a very tight shoe. I always feel like the intro to that song I just played, this sounds like a video of a cat that's weirdly human. Like there's loads of videos of them online. It's like where like a cat's doing a meow and it just sounds like no, 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 no. Let's pull this out a bit. It's a bit too fitted. Come on. I mean, she has shoes now. Okay, let's temporarily merge merge both of these. So merge down. Okay, and we're just gonna fit that to the foot. Now it should be longer than the foot is. Like, I'm aware of that. Might be a bit tight there. She's gonna have the best fitting shoes you've ever seen. Literally can't pay for a fit like that. Okay, and then we need move topological. In fact, we can lock you. Eh? Oh, is it? It's weird groups. Poly groups. Auto group. Might be a little bit thin, but I can get back to that. All that matters is that we consistently make progress. Okay. So let's split that back out. group split. Okay. So now we can start smoothing out. Okay. Okay. They look huge. Control Shift A. Let's temporarily remove the clothing. There we go. I've shrunk the head quite a lot, but I kind of needed to. I think that will work. Okay. So let's get the base of that shoe. We can turn the hair and the clothing back on now. Okay, so we're just going to go move topological. Not move topological. I'm just going to move that. Okay, and we'll go to the top part of the shoe. Actually not far off. Okay, and let's check the front. So the front is so much wider. I mean, if that's what it calls for, that's what it calls for, but still. Let's just line that up approximately. Something like that will do. God, they're so much bigger than her. I'm going to sculpt that in 3D first, because that's going to be really hard to match. Also, that makes her feet huge. Need to make her shoes considerably wider. It's like so much wider. They're already kind of chunky though. Oh, if it's what the ref asked for. We just need to be careful we don't make clown shoes. We are making clown shoes. Okay, how to prevent it from feeling like clown shoes though? I don't think we can match that width and height. Because this was already matched roughly to the outline of a real Doc Marten. Let's just sculpt this to look like a dock. We can always do like some lattice deformers or something later. Transparent. Are clown shoes defined by the shoe itself or by the clown wearing the shoes? I mean, you can buy clown shoes and they don't come with a clown, right? So I'd assume that clown shoes are defined by the size. These are the real questions. This is the stuff that don't pop BBC News. Okay, so I'm going to Z-remesh this, I think. Geometry, Z-remesher. 1000 polygons should be more than enough. Okay. We'll do the same for the bottom. Not a bad job, actually. Well done, ZBrush. Could be worth going lower, actually. Let's go 0.5. Okay, and then we'll hold Alt, do it again. Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess we'll do the same exact thing with the other shoe. So let's go on the other part of the shoe, I should say. Okay, let's just define an edge a little bit more. That'll help it stay defined in Retopo. Okay, so geometry 0.5, target polygons, Alt, and then Alt again. Okay. Let's geometry mirror world. Mirror world, and then divide 3 times, divide 3 times. It's currently they're kind of welly boots, but once we have the kind of actual planes that I'm happy with in place, we can start getting actual like kind of pieces on there, because this to me reads as like, you know, it's a separate bit that goes over. Let's just start off by sculpting that in. Okay. going to bring that up, like the polygon loop I'm looking at specifically, and then push this bit down. Okay. I didn't have oh god, okay. I didn't have the symmetry turned on. Okay. Deformation. Resim. See, Smart Resim just goes between the two shapes you have. I don't want that. What if I do that? Aha! That's really good, actually. Why does ZBrush hide all of its like best features? Okay, so we're going to want to define a loop. We're going to pick this one. Let's just let's go set to no alpha. Lowers the intensity. Okay. Aside from the lighting and real camera, is there anything you find lacking in ZBrush for character workflows? See, I'm not really good enough at character stuff to really properly pick apart ZBrush. I'm aware there's some stuff, like I wish it had like better tools for like transferring UVs and stuff. It's like quite easy to get out of sync on vertex count. Well, not vertex count, sorry, on vertex numbers. That's quite easy to lose track of. But beyond that, it's fine. It's not a bad tool. I don't really have too many pipeline issues with ZBrush, but that's because I use it in a very bare bones way. I'm aware that a lot of people are mad it doesn't have... In fact, actually, no, here's something I wish it had. I wish it had a UDIM importer. Because you can import textures, but you can't import UDIMs. Or you can't import them anything other than one at a time, which is really annoying. Okay, we're going to pull that up. That way. Okay. And pretty soon we can start pulling all the different layers out. Yo, how do you approach making a bandage of the leg and feet? I got a brush and ZBrush allows me to Lines on surface. So, do you mean like wraps, where it like keeps going around? It's not just like one circle. It like a mummy type thing. Is that what you mean, or do you mean just like a single layer, pretty much? Okay, let's go transparent. I think the shoes need moving up because the feet aren't actually sitting in them. Okay, let's move that about there. Will do. Wraps. And the way I do it is just model it by hand, honestly. I don't like doing things with curves. Although if your concern is having it be too thick, I'd say don't use a mesh that has thickness. Just don't you do that, because it's really easy to add thickness to something after the fact. It's really hard to work with something that already has thickness, in my opinion. Adding thickness in ZBrush couldn't be easier, actually. Like if you have a single plane, like let's just append. Where's a plane? Plane 3D. So we've got this little plane down here. I said we've got this little plane down here, which is a thin mesh, so it's like invisible on the backside, right? If you literally just go into geometry, go to dynamic subdiv, enable this, turn off smooth, and then add thickness, it now has thickness. And the nice thing with this is it's fully procedural. So it barely impacts performance, and as I sculpt one side out, it sculpts the other side with it. So it stays in sync, and it will always have that same thickness. Like, you see how I can't distort the edge? That is a really powerful tool. It's also really good for sculpting cloth. So I'd get, start using thin meshes, and then use dynamic subdiv to add thickness. Now, I really don't like the subdiv there. Let's just see what this does. I really don't like adding smooth, because this doesn't impact the polygons you're sculpting, it only impacts the preview. So it's like smooth preview in Maya, which I find to not really be the best to use. But there's a cool effect on the edges there. But yeah, do something with a thin mesh, and then use this guy to add the actual thickness, and that just makes it so much easier to control. There we go. But yeah, it's a cool tool. So let's go subtool, delete, okay. But how do I wrap a plane around the leg manually? I do it in Maya. I just model it in Maya, to be honest. I think you'd have an easier time doing that. Okay. That works well enough, I think. We need to pull it in on this angle. shoes. Right, okay, so now we want to start getting some other layers, just so we can get everything in place. I'll be redoing a lot of this stuff. So let's just go... we'll draw the shape we want. Is that far enough forward? It isn't. Okay. Need to check the front view. How wide did she draw the tongue? Oh, very wide, actually. So let's go that way. Okay. 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 Just unmask the bottom. Sharpen the mask a few times. There we go. Maybe it needs to go a bit further forward. Actually, that's about halfway the length of the shoe. So that's more accurate, I guess. Okay. There we go. Let's go a little bit further forward on this guy. Okay, so now we just go subtool, extract. I'm gonna do 0 thickness, extract that, accept. Then there's a way to clean up edges and I never remember what it is. Is it like polish by feature or something? In fact, let me save my scene, it's been a while. Okay, so I think it's polish by features. Oh, we need to zero mesh it first, probably. Geometry. Zero mesh. I'm gonna say 0.5 again. Oh, 0.4. No, 0.5. Zero mesh. And once it's done this once, hold Alt. Alt gives such nice results. I need to start using it more. Okay. And we'll just go. In fact, actually, it's so low poly we can probably get away with this. So we just go to how thick do I want this to be? That's a bit of a thickness to it. Let's go with, oh, that's actually kind of different. Yeah, it's a different shape from the front than it is from the side. Unless it's hiding behind like this stuff. Anyway, let's go with dynamic subdiv. Okay, let's go 0.3. Okay, and we'll just go to deformation. So deformation, and we're just going to inflate the entire thing slightly. And technically we can just do this and then offset, I think -1, no, +1. Yeah, that works. Setting this to 100 just means that it only extrudes out, which in our case might actually be what we want. So let's just go to the lowest res. Again, because it's got that dynamic subdiv, it's kind of holding its shape, which is a nice thing. Okay, and then side view, we just need you to come forward a bit. Then we're gonna need a tongue, aren't we? Guess that's where that sews. So next panel, I'm gonna say U. Okay, then we just get rid of the bottom here. Oop. Okay, there needs to be some overlap. Okay, do the same thing for this guy. So we just turn off transparent. We're going to go geometry. No, sorry, subtool. Extract. Yep. Then we're going to. We need this one to both inflate and deflate. So once we've got him. Oh, don't want that. We'll accept it for now. We just need to group split or something. Where are you? Polygroups. Auto group. Okay. Then geometry. Modify topology. Delete hidden. Okay. And then we're just going to go to zero mesh. 0.5. Alt. And then Alt again. And we're going to regular zero mesh it. Nope. Alt again maybe. I really want rid of this. There we go. Although it doesn't really make a difference at this stage, I guess. It's nice to have something that's kind of final-ish topology though, so I guess we'll just quickly fix that. Okay, so now we got that. Add a few subdivisions. Like that. Then we go to, again, dynamic. Let's go 0.3 again. And now is where we can start to like actually hide the real shoe. And we've got a shoe starting to be built here. Why do you hold Alt when zero meshing? Because it uses a different algorithm. If you hit zero mesh without holding Alt, it uses one. If you hit zero mesh while holding Alt, it uses another. And then if you go to zero mesh, there's also legacy as well, which I think also has Alt and non-Alt. There's a lot of hidden features in ZBrush. It's kind of strange. Right, so we got one more to go, which is the tongue. Actually, I'm going to take these out because there's a lot of stuff gonna go on with these. Okay. So now back to you, and now I just need the tongue, which will overlap all of these slightly. And this is the one where we get to have a bit of fun, like sculpting it. And once we've got these all in the places we want, that's when we can start to get like trim and stuff. Laces and things we'll model in Maya. Like, I'm not doing that in Marvelous, and I'm definitely not modeling it in ZBrush. So let's just go again. Subtool, extract, accept, and then we will go to geometry, zero mesh, so that's 0.5, that seems to be our magic number. Okay, then we will zero mesh again, because the results of a zero mesh are cleaner if you run it twice. Because the first time you run it, it will simplify the mesh, and the second time you run it, it will get cleaner results as a result, because the mesh itself is simpler. So now, go to smooth this a couple times. Okay. And then we just need, what's the word I'm looking for right now? Dynamic subdiv. Let's go with 0.5 on this. Okay, and then we're just gonna hide the shoe. Okay, and now that we have the lowest poly mesh, we can deflate it all a little bit. In fact, I think that's a bit too thick. Let's go with geometry. But actually, let's just offset the whole thing. There we go. We're starting to have a shoe now. And it's all in separate panels, which makes it really easy to retopo. And it's also the way that it's built in real life. Well, vaguely. Obviously, there's more panels and stuff. It's not this simple, but this will get us the ballpark. Okay. It's actually crazy thin on these guys, so I guess we'll let's go 0.2. Okay, let's, there we go. Let's use move elastic. Might be better for this. I can't remember what move elastic does. I think it tries to maintain edge distances. So it does like that kind of thing, like folds over itself. It's a really nice brush actually. It's just something that I very rarely use because I'm normally not doing anything that requires that sort of granular control. Let's just push this out a bit. Okay. Actually, really forgot how nice it is to use. Okay, the tongue is a bit too thick, isn't it? Let's go 0.2. We're starting to get a feel for the actual character now. Wondering if I should do this. Yeah, let's do that. So we go back to the shoe. I need to rename a lot of these meshes. There we go. Okay, so transparent. We're just going to mask out pretty much wherever this goes, and then we'll remove the shapes. Like cut this out. Although that means that now this bottom shoe needs to go further. Of course, I could just sculpt it. Shall we do that? No. Let's do it properly. Just going to do that and do that. Get a nice clean line. Okay, so now we got that. We want to cut out to about here. And we want to cut out about that much, I'd say. Do the same on the other side. Extract. Okay, so polygroups. Then we're just gonna go group. Okay, connected by a single vert, really. Okay, so let's just delete geometry. Oh, sorry, subtool. Delete. Okay. Is it because there's a resolution? It is, what the fuck? Okay. What if I extract from this? No. Okay, so we're just gonna have to clean up the mesh manually. That's fine though. So select lasso. Oh, no, that's trim. I want to select lasso. Okay, now the meshes. Geometry. Delete hidden. Okay, now we go to zero mesh. 0.5. Alt. Zero mesh. Then run that again. Delete this guy. Okay, so we need to pull this all the way back, as well as pull everything else down. So let's just go geometry, dynamic, and this one was like 0.3, I think. Okay, stuff like that. Push that in. Might need to do a little bit of retypo work. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go zero mesh guides. let's try zero meshing now. Would it be easy for me to like manually retypo this? If I just very quickly run this into Maya. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me just get Maya open. I can super quickly just run some typo in. Allow me to kind of strengthen everything out. Just waiting for Maya to open. I wish I could remember how to actually do retopology. Because this is a very simple mesh, I'd be able to do this. Anyway, let's get that exported. So let's go export ZBrush scenes. So we want ZBrush exports, block out, shoe sides. Can't remember the actual name of it, so let's call it shoe sides. Okay, file import, modeling, ZBrush exports, block out, shoe sides. Okay, so just set that to be a live object. Cool, then go to the modeling toolkit, quad draw, and we'll just extremely quickly throw together a mesh. So something like that. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to like navigate with the what do we call it, controls, the ZBrush controls. It's really confusing me. Okay, so then we just add you guys. Okay, pull even further forward. Let's match this down to the seam line, stuff like that. Okay, this is going to need to spread out a bit better. Keep it nice and uniform. You're not actually in the middle. Okay. History on it, back in. need to kind of even this out a little bit more, but the flows are in place now. Should keep the low poly style. It's nice and stylish. You know how to trigger me, don't you, Ryan? The whole low poly style thing bothers me so much. Like most of, like, I know you've almost intentionally got me into like rant mode by doing that, but like when people say, "Oh, I'm going for the low poly style," like they're not normally stylizing it. They're just doing realism with very few polygons, and it really bothers me. Again, a lot more than it should, but. Let's get that polygon there. Move that to there. How many polys is that? $130 faces. Okay, so let's add that loop in there, because we missed that earlier. Okay, and all we're going to do is just smooth this. Quad draw. Well, I probably don't even need to smooth it actually. Because this feels a bit too high poly for like what I'm about to use it for, so let's not smooth it, let's just insert a few more loops. Which I guess allows us to even keep a bit more control, so insert that. Allows us to get a little bit more quadded. And there we go, that should do. Do I need a loop that goes this way? I probably do. Yeah, I do. Fuck. So. Yeah, I do need that loop. Okay. Smooth these in. And do the same on this side. Okay. There we go. So now we just relax the whole thing. Relaxing the edges manually. And then this stuff we need to move back over. Might even add another loop in there actually. How many loops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay. So how many polygons is that? 860. That's good enough. So technically this should have been reinforced, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. So let's go File, Export Selection. Go to Modeling, Maya, Exports. For ZBrush. Shoe, side, base, topo, 01. Cool. So let's go to ZBrush. Then go import. Okay. There we go. So now dynamic subdiv. Come on. I think what I might do for this is I'm going to have to get rid of the high poly stuff, but what I might just do is pull that backwards like that, and then just insert some edge loops. Or I can just smooth out what's already there. Oh yeah, smoothing out what's already there will work. I have to reproject the shape, but that's no big deal, honestly. So then we just go to Subtool, hide everything. Okay. Okay, so then let's go project. Just realised the tongue's going to need to be cut out. All of that may have been for nothing. Yeah, the tongue needs to be cut out. God damn it. Let's go back to our low poly. Where's the tongue go to? There. We can just cut out the polygons, right? Geometry. Delete higher. We can always get it back, that's no big deal. So I'd say we want to get rid of these ones. P, Z modeler. Okay. And then we just want to use this to delete. There we go. Okay, so now we can go to divide it a few times. Okay, and we just need to move it around. So, ref back. Let's bring this further forward. brush. Let's go to modifiers. Let's go with a spiral brush. Let's see what this does. We'll go remove elastic. So apparently there's something in the new ZBrush gizmo which allows you to like bend meshes. I need to look into that. This should have come up further, shouldn't it? So let's go to our lowest poly. EMV. Hey David, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm talking about this. I'm gonna try to quickly test it out, see what it's like. ME. It's going well, how are you? I'm doing great, thank you. I'm gonna make this a little bit lower thickness. Let's go to the geometry tab and just lower the thickness like 0.2. Okay, BMV. Okay, so let's try out the new gizmo. Bend arc is probably the one, but let's just double check. Yeah, I don't see anything else that might fit. Oh, it doesn't work on subdivision levels? Okay. So how do I use this? What? Okay. I'll use the old-fashioned way. Let's just freeze that. The old way is just to simply select the bit you want to bend. Do that. Rotate. There you go. Tap if symmetry was on too. Okay. Stuff like the piping would leave until we actually do in the final Maya model. So now we have that. Let's push the foot in. Okay. Getting a little bit too bendy, aren't we? Yeah, it's a little bit too much. Come on, change subtool. Please. There we go. There we go. So, something else I need to do as well is get the trousers rolled up. I'll be doing that in Marvelous, but I needed the boots in place before I could do any of that. So the difference in height between these two is actually shouldn't be that much. Although this is just a kind of proxy. Let's... pinch. That didn't work the way I expected at all. subtool, append, that's Q cube. Huh. Is Maya still open? It is. Nice. Let's just throw in a quick cube. Let's continue this edge a bit further down than the other. Okay, then we will edge cut. In fact, edge flow. Such a good tool. Actually, no. Been a while since I did much poly modeling. Back to multi-cut. There we go. Technically, I should pinch a little bit more than what I've got. So let's just grab you, do that. Okay. Cool. File, export selection. Shoot tab. Append, sphere, import Maya exports. Why did I make it so small? Or so thin even? Let's make it proportionally right. And we'll just scale it until it fits. Modify topology. Wait, what am I looking for right now? Geometry. And modify topology, mirror weld. Cool. Then we just want to go to turn on symmetry. rotate. BZ modeler. Then I just want to crease. Edge loop complete. Okay. I didn't reinforce the way I was supposed to. Modeler, and we'll use edge. Let's insert a loop. That'll do. Getting somewhere. Laces are going to be a nightmare, and obviously the base of the shoe itself will need quite a lot of modelling. Now the question is, does it fit the way it should? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, we need to line it up, don't we? Okay. That matches. So now we just need to go back into 3D view. Perspective back on. Then front view, I'll just line up by eye, because we can't match the width for this. It looks kind of clown shoony when we did it. Yeah, so Control Shift A. That feels better. How do you go about posing after you do Marvelous Designer stuff and Zebra stuff? Well, the Zebra stuff is all baked into model anyway as displacement maps, so that's kind of a non-issue. Marvelous I'm going to simulate. I did it for the Sticky Monsters project. Like I did this clothing in Marvelous in T-pose, and then later on down the line I simulated it. So I'll have to do a basic rig on the model. Or even just blend shape the model itself, like sculpts the actual body. Okay. So now that's where we see everything. Then piece by piece, we just need to get them all to sit right. We do need to sharpen up a few of these lines, because she does seem to have like much sharper. Granted, the shoes have changed design a few times, but one thing that was quite consistent is the sharpness of the lines. At the front, like this kind of crease here. So let's do that. Damn topology. Just inflate behind that crease. Inflate in front of it too. I can probably rename these soon. That's way too thick. Let's go geometry 0.2. start adding some more interesting shapes soon. Because we don't need to perfectly match a Doc Marten. It's not really an essential part of this process. Okay, so let's call this one shoe base. This one shoe front. This one shoe template. Rename shoe template. That one's already got a name. And how is tongue spelled in context of a shoe? Is it spelled the same? Yeah, it's spelled the same. Cool. Then we need to create a new folder. Shoes. Okay. Maybe we can use critter or something to create a base texture for that. I'm also going to need to round out the back heel. That tends to be the first area that's kind of worn out. Color, fill object, then pick you. Color, fill object. Color, fill object. This needs to be slightly darker. There we go. We have some basic shoes. They don't look good, but we have them. Okay, so then let's have a quick look at jeans. I feel like we're going to want this to be a bit more relaxed. We'll have to do this in Marvelous Designer, but let's just have a quick play with it. If we make it out of a thicker fabric, that will fix that issue. That bit's getting pulled a bit tight, so let's... If it had more fabric, it would make a shape more like this. Something like that works a lot better. I didn't weld the edges, so it's all a bit messy. Okay. This is all a bit tight as well. Inflate it. Crash? Nope. Yeah, we need to fix the sleeves as well because they're broken. There's a seam there. We definitely need to loosen that because it's tucking in a bit too much there. Yeah, it kind of works. Obviously, let's undo the last bit though, because it looks very strange. I think once we start getting laces and stuff in for the shoes, it will start to look a bit better. I think proportion-wise though, it's working. The knees are a bit inward facing, aren't they? Yeah, I might need to work a little bit more on the legs, like leg sculpting. Which I'll do off stream. Because again, my reference imagery isn't the most savoury. Granted, I've not got it saved, but the Google searches aren't great. I like some of these folds we're getting. Granted, the sleeve isn't working yet. Like, the actual shape of the sleeve needs to be more like this. But again, this is one of those things where, like, that's really easy to sculpt. So if I can't get it working, then we can just, you know, tweak it. And we also need... We also need that. B, move elastic. There we go. That's what it would take to get the shapes we need. I see we also need to cut out the hole in the side of the trousers. It's like there, I think, is where it goes. I also need to cut out a hole for the tail too, but that can happen later. What about this stuff? Add a bit of volume there just to kind of relax out those a little bit. What happens? It's better. Cool, I'm going to take this geometry into Maya, see how it renders. Save. 25. And that'll be into the stream, because I want to go play some video games. Z plugin. Let's go to Transpose Master. Where are you? There you are. T-pose mesh. Okay, then we'll optimize the whole thing down to 600k. Z plugin. Where is it? There's Mesh Master. Preprocess current. Well, it's probably worth taking the clothing in separately. Yeah, once we've got the model re-topologized and that sort of stuff, I'll take it into Katana, but until then I'll just render it in Maya. Just because we're going to throw scenes together, basically. Reordering. Okay. Z plugin. So we want to take this down to 600k points. Decimate current. There we go. I always love the way it optimizes like stuff like this. Decimation Master is such a genius tool. Export. Modeling, exports, block out. Body 03. This isn't really body 04, but we'll call it that anyway. In fact, no. Full char. Cool. Get into Maya. Create a. Oh, we'll just import the mesh, or a reference in the mesh actually. Create reference. Modeling. ZBrush. Exports block out. Cool. Oh, did it exploit with groups? I didn't. Oh, that's just the thickness of the mesh. If we do this, yeah, there we go. Set that to 3, I guess. Some parts of the mesh are going to be close to intersection. This means we can't use subsurface. Assign new material. We'll go with a AI. I'm not gonna do a Lambert. Standard surface. Okay, set this to 0.18. Roughness, like there. Like there. Cool. And then add a plane. So it's a 85mm lens. Cool. Arnold, lights, Skydome. Cool. I didn't apply the shoes. Okay. So that will do. Where are you? Come on. Windows tab. I guess we're putting it down. Let's see what it does when given subsurface. Let's say 0.7 subsurface color. We just want that to be 0.18, wasn't it? Yeah, it breaks. It's a thing. Can I... Having soft select enabled was not a good idea. Okay. Just waiting for the render to die. Might have crashed. If it has, so be it. It's not in the world. I think it might have crashed. ZBrush still works. Do we let it die? Come on. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, well, I guess that's that. I'm gonna, before it completely crashes, do snipping tool. There we go. Now I can let it die. Task manager. Oh. Literally at that exact moment when it came back to life. Okay. I'll let that be. Let's get that. And let's save the scene. Save as modeling, Maya, scenes. I guess now we'll just put char, Mona. I guess we can just do that. Char Mona underscore model. Okay. So then let's mesh extract. Or edit mesh extract. Detach. There it is. See, I can't remember now if it will separate every single face individually, or if it will bring them out as one mesh. We will find out. Probably the latter by the looks of things. Still though, at least we have one clean image. The shapes are working quite nicely. I'm looking forward to when we actually have skinlet div though. This is still cooking along. I'll give it a minute. Come on, Maya, you can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, I might just let it die. Might be time to go. Let's kill it. Guess while that cooks in the background. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today's stream. We've blocked out some shoes. It took probably longer than it should have, but we've got a solid base. So we can, in the next stream, spend a little bit more time on the shoes, get like some basic laces and topology in there. And then we can go back into Marvelous, fix up the sleeves, which is the main thing. Hopefully fix this stuff, but if we can't, you know, we'll just have to sculpt it to fix. And then roll up the leggings and add the hole in the side. We also have to tie a knot, but I'm just going to do that in Maya. Like, I'm not doing that in here. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed or learned something or both. And yeah, I'll post if I do any additional work off stream. Just go into my Discord. I'll live stream it in there and chat. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.